Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Good evening, WorldCoin Talk community. Tonight we have an AMA with my Shiba Academia, and to talk about the project today, here is All Might. So if we could just maybe start with a bit of your background in crypto, would be great, All Might.
Yeah, so hi everyone. My name is All Might. I am the owner of my Shiba Academia. In um in my normal everyday living, I am a a business owner. I have a real estate company, a huge car rental company where we sell exotics, and also do programming, um, do freelance programming. I do have a master's degree in finance from Michigan State University, and I have been involved, well, shadowing my brother, who was a part of a few projects as an admin, um, like Shiba Inu, Kishu Inu, Hakira Inu, and Senshu before all the Vitalik FUD.
Awesome.
So with my yeah.
Sorry, yeah, continue. Yeah.
Oh no. So yeah. So pretty much with my experience, with my experience, I have seen when I pretty much have seen like the social engagement with crypto, how to get influencers. I know I was around when pretty much when Soldier Boy hopped on the train of crypto and the first project that he tweeted, and pretty much my experience from shadowing my brother, who was a part of a few projects when it came to market making and true social engagement and organic user growth.
Awesome. So yeah, if we could just go into the bit of the tokenomics, and then we can move on to the Shiba Heroes, NFTs, and the game coming in the future. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, so the tokenomics. So from me like being invested in other projects, um, a few months ago, what my ideal what my ideal tokenomics is to keep everything simple for our investors and for normal people that would be coming into a project that really don't know what is a rebase token, what is a rewards token. They don't know how to add those rewards into their wallets and etc. So what made it easier for me to make it easier for our investors is to keep the tokenomics as simple as possible. And with that being said, our tokenomics are 7%, 7% into liquidity for every transaction, 3% into the marketing for development of our MMO, for social engagement and getting partnerships, 3% in distribution to holders in our native token, and 2% into our buyback that will be um, distributed into our contract. A few things and reasons why I chose these tokenomics is a lot of projects lack the liquidity to have a sustainable floor. And with that being said, you see a lot of projects that have 7% rewards, 8% rewards, 6% rewards, but their liquidity is staggering because it's only 3% of those transactions that's actually going to it. A good reason why we made our liquidity so high because we can build a higher price floor and avoid market manipulation.
Yeah, it
With
stabilizes
higher li-
volatility of prices. Yeah.
exactly. So with a higher liquidity, it can keep our investors safe. It can keep our market making safe when we list on exchanges. to kind of combat that volatility, because my goal is to have the liquidity so high and have the liquidity so high that no whale can dump our project that can cause investors to be negative 60%. My goal is to have our burn wallet to be the biggest whale. And it cannot and pretty much our market cap cannot be affected by some people who will sell maliciously. Another
Awesome. So
reason,
what sort of would that make the liquidity on launch? Will it be like 40-50% or something like that?
yeah, upon launch, the liquidity will be 20%, but from all the transactions, from every buy and sell, our liquidity should be either pretty even with our market cap, or it should be at least, I would say, for example, if our market cap would be maybe 5 million, our liquidity would be around, I would say, 2 million, or
Awesome.
maybe 2.8.
Great, yeah. So yeah, onto the Shiba Heroes NFTs. You're going to be minting 25,000, which will obviously we can get into the game in a bit. Cosmetic items are going to be minted as well, Addy, alongside the Shiba Heroes. You've got 25,000 you're going to mint. Is that on each blockchain? Because I know you're going to launch on Ethereum and the BSC at the same time. Or is it 12,500 on each of the blockchains, or just one of the blockchains? How's that going to work?
Yeah. So as of right now, it's only going to be 25,000 on the Ethereum blockchain. We would because it's just pretty much stable. Because the BSC space for the NFTs, like we haven't really dived into it as hard. Like we have a very experienced artist and developer who has done NFTs on Ethereum mainnet for big games. So our goal is to tackle everything with our MMO for Ethereum. Once we do our bridge, integrate our BSC contract with our MMO, and then potentially make new NFTs where it can be also used on our MMO for BSC.
Oh, yeah. And
But
will you be sharing the same Telegram, Ethereum and BSC on Telegram and Discord? Yeah.
yes, we'll be sharing the same Telegram for BSC holders and ETH holders, because it will just create a bigger community. And honestly, we kind of like the interaction between our ETH holders and our BSC holders, because we have a couple of people that's on there that's Ethereum whales. We have a couple of people in there that are BSC whales of other projects, and their interaction creates something unique in the space, and we don't want to, separate that.
Awesome. Yeah. So they're going to come out around 2 to 3 weeks after the launch, the Shiba Hero NFTs. And how's that going to link into the game, the social MMO you're building?
Yeah. So pretty much, brief things about our Shiba Heroes NFTs are, the project is named My Shiba Academia, but our characters aren't, or we can say our heroes aren't just the Shiba Inu. Because I've been in this space for so long, and I have seen projects that has done phenomenal on our space. What we're doing is paying homage to some of those projects, and we will have multiple heroes. And those heroes will consist of obviously the Shiba Inu, the Akita Inu, Kishu Inu, Akita Inu, Jindu, Senshu, and also more canines that we will be releasing through our announcements over the course of us launching our NFT collection. And when we relate everything to our MMO, what we're going to be doing is we're going to have 25,000 NFTs available to mint on our website and be either traded on OpenSea, but those NFTs will come in 4 tiers, and that's how it plays a really big role in our MMO. Those tiers would be the lower tier, which will be the students, the mid lower tier, which would be trainees, the mid tier, which would be heroes, and the upper tier, which will be pro heroes. Each tier will have their designated heroes, that's all customized, all mathematically, programmatically customizable with our smart contract, and they're going to be randomized. So every holder has a fair chance to pull the tier that they desire. How this plays a real big part in our MMO, because our MMO will be a progression based MMO that will have progression leveling tiers, which means once you tie your hero into that MMO, if your hero isn't strong enough to combat against our AI villains that we're going to design, then you will have to either increase your hero stats with our governance token that we'll be releasing, or also you can try to re-roll your hero through our re-rolling system that will be available on our website. Now,
awesome.
with our re-rolling, yeah, I can get technical and everything.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Carry on if you're in the middle of it.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So with our re-rolling system, what we're going to be able to do is we're going to give our holders the power to re-roll their characters, to increase their tiers. So it's almost kind of like a lottery system, but it's going to be a progression where you can either increase your tier from tier 1 to tier 2, or tier 2 to tier 3. What would make this competitively fun to our holders is, if you're on tier 2, you could potentially go to tier 1 if if your reroll is bad. But if your character gets to that tier 2, and then to that tier 3, and to the tier 4, it won't increase the stats of your hero in game, but it will increase the rarity of your hero.
Oh, cool.
So that means, yeah, so that means within our social MMO, it will be player interaction. And when you interact with a player, you can give them access. It won't be access into keys or anything, but you can give them access to view your hero on your OpenSea account, and you guys can coordinate a trade within the platform. So they can buy your NFT from you, or you can buy their NFT from them.
Yeah, plus like you could buy a bunch of NFTs and then hit the jackpot on a rare one and sell that one and move on with other ones, making a nice potential profit. Yeah.
Exactly. And with the NFTs, we will have a loaning system within our MMO, where even if you hit a rare NFT, you can precisely not need to sell it, but loan it to a guest, where they can rent your NFT out, and you can make passive income, and you can put the price of how much you want your NFT to be rented for a day.
So you're going to make 25,000. If the game blows up and you start going towards is that going to be the maximum that could be in game, or would you do a second series or edition, or maybe cross chain?
So, what we're going to be doing, I can't really get too deep into it, but 25,000 will not be the last. It will be the last for the heroes, but we will be making more NFTs for PvP.
Yeah, it's plenty to start with. I think some huge games like EVE Online only have about 45,000 players, and that's a huge game. So what? If an investor wants to buy the NFTs when they launch after the token comes out around mid-November, they can go onto your website, as you say, and what will they pay in ETH, and what price is each Shiba hero going to cost?
Yeah, so um when our token, well, when our NFT is available to be minted, they can go to our website, and we haven't added it next to open hero swap yet, but if you go down below, it will say start minting. What would they have to do is they will have to connect, and we will have it where they can either connect their MetaMask or Trust Wallet, where they can mint the NFT. So the NFT cost will be to mint it will be 0.025. And I believe that's give me 1 second. Just gonna just do some calculations.
And will there be problems with the gas fee? Is that going to affect the NFT sales on the Ethereum blockchain?
It shouldn't. Honestly, it shouldn't, but we will be strategically looking into that, and we will more than likely have some big tweets and videos coming around the time our NFT launch will happen. And for our NFTs, it would be $100 to mint one NFT.
Okay, cool. And then that would be able to be used in game indefinitely. There wouldn't be any charges on top to play the fully featured game then. Yeah.
Yes.
What about the cosmetic items? Are they going to be minted as well?
Yes. So the cosmetic items will be minted, and we will introduce that into another feature, just like how Board Ape Yacht Club has done it. What we're going to be doing is pretty much giving the user the option to increase their stats, which will give them randomized cosmetics, and we will call those quirks. So with that, they'll be able to get cosmetics for their character, but because we want to do immersion, they what we want to do is immersion. Their cosmetics for the beta will be more of their powers. And with those cosmetics, it will increase their stats within game.
Awesome. And you're going to be using Stainless Games. I don't know anything about them. So the game would be available on their website, or would you play it on your website, or iOS or Android? Or?
Yeah, so with Stainless Games, it will be available on their site as a beta, but it will be on our site for the official. And our end goal is to have it on Steam.
That'd be great. Yeah, is that a big company then, Stainless Games? And how did you come about partnership with them?
Yeah, so we actually came with partnership with them due to the fact that they started accepting blockchain games. And also we are big fans of them because they have done a few small projects that are crypto related on the blockchain, and they also have did huge games like Carmageddon and Magic the Gathering.
Oh, nice.
So they're a small UK based company, but they have done very big things, and we kind of want that because if we go to these huge companies, They will give us a set time. They'll give us probably they quote us probably like 2 years. These guys work fast, and they have been doing a lot of blockchain games, which we like to see.
Awesome. How is this social MMO work? The game mechanics and everything going to be?
Yeah. So some of the game mechanics is you pretty much it's pretty much going to be like we'll give the heroes task that they will have to fulfill. It will almost be like I'm trying to think of it. Well, it's kind of like that game where like with the task that we're going to be given the heroes, it's going to be like that game where they like run around and like kill people, and then if you tell them like you know it's I forgot the game name, but we'll give heroes tasks and they will have to complete those tasks, and we will have different tasks and everything in different cities. So if they complete one task in Hero City, then they will have to go to they have to go to another task to that's in a different city. Now, with some of those tasks that we give them that's randomized, what we're going to be doing is having them go against AI figures, which are villains. So with the game mechanics now, they're going to be pretty much they're going to be pretty much click based. So you'll click to attack, click to defend, and you will attack, and either the computer blocks it, or they attack back, or they use their quirk. And then once the AI responds, either you will block either you will block it, or you will use your quirk that will either lower its attack, defense, or powers stats. How we kind of did this was we have got an inspiration from their game, the games that they have done um, with Magic the Gathering, and some of our inspiration was from some of the mechanics that are created within Fantasy.
Awesome. So, will there be costs if you get beat in a battle? Will that affect your tiers or something for your NFT, or will they need to heal themselves?
Yeah, so they will need to heal themselves, and that will be pretty much in-game purchases. And that's pretty much like, you'll be able to use your MSA tokens, Ethereum, soon to be, or BNB tokens, or your MSA BNB tokens once we do our bridge. You'll be able to use those tokens to be able to heal yourself, or, increase your quirk's powers temporarily through that AI interaction. But once we release our version 2, where we do PvP, that's when, it can actually get costly, because depending on what type of person you're going to, they can, if you lose that battle, they can decrease the stats of your NFT, which also can also retroactively decrease your tier, and then it can increase their tier and their NFT. And this doesn't apply to like play like hero versus hero, where you guys can train and stuff like that. This is going to be PvP with a whole different type of character that holders can obtain.
All right. So, would it always be AI to be fighting, or in the future, would you maybe introduce PvP for all the NFT owners?
Yeah. So as of right now, it will be AI, because it's much more easier. It's much more easier to create that and code that. Um, but later on in our development, we will have it where it be PvP interactions.
Awesome, awesome. So you're going to have special utilities as well for the holders of the Shiba Academia in game if they hold the token there. How will that work?
Yeah, so it wouldn't be necessarily in game, but we will introduce yield farming, we will introduce staking, and we will introduce freezing, which a lot of people don't know. But freezing is when you cold storage your MSA tokens for a long period of time, you'll get you'll get higher rewards than either yield farming or just staking your tokens in general. Those would be some of the special utilities that's outside of the MMO that we will be introducing in our DApp. And within the MMO, you'll be able to pay for things like healing your character, increasing your character's power temporarily through every AI interaction. So increasing the power, we will have it as a time limit. And once that time limit expires, if you go into another AI interaction, you will have to increase it again. And we will have set numbers where if you want to increase your power level from, let's say if you're training, it's level 3. If you want to decrease it to maybe 10, that's going to probably be either 7,000 tokens, I believe. And that will last for an hour. So if you're going against another opponent and that AI is way stronger, you will have to kind of do it again, but pay higher unless you start increasing your tiers permanently. The reason why we did this is we wanted to create a longevity within our MMO and with our tokens, because a lot of pay to earn or pay to advance games are something that really get users in. And it's very competitive if we have users like, I just defeated this AI or I just completed these tasks and stuff like that. So we want to give, those holders like the bragging rights to the community, that they have done these. And within our Discord that we created, we have certain leveling, like level channels in our Discord that I'll put on that will put on the Telegram, where everybody can join, where you can certain AIs you defeat and your level up, you'll be able to join that level channel. If you have not, if you're not level 10 and you're level 3, you're not going to be able to join that channel. Or if you're a trainee but not a pro hero, you will not be able to join the pro hero channel where all the pro heroes hang out.
Cool, sounds awesome. And with the profits from the NFT sales originally, will that go towards the development of the game and the in-game purchases? What will the profits be used for? Maybe buybacks and supporting the token as well, marketing.
Yeah, so with the profits from the NFTs, that will really go to honestly finishing our deposit that we have with Stainless Games, because it's quite expensive to make an MMO, and especially partner with a company on it. So what we have done was pay a half deposit once our NFTs, or even before that, we will pretty much be paying our payments to Stainless Games to finish the MMO. Now, with the in-game purchases, and we either accumulate MSA tokens, what we're going to be doing across that too is with the tokens that will be released to us, we will be using those tokens for allocation to exchanges, market making, and we will do partnerships with CoinMarketCap to do airdrop competitions. Not a lot of projects know, but any project, as long as you dox yourself to the actual CoinMarketCap team, can do airdrop competitions to bring in more publicity to your token. So that's what our goal is to do, is we want to bring in more publicity. So we want to do airdrops. We don't want to do the airdrops, but we rather have a huge staple do the airdrops. And with those fees as well, that can help us really develop our swap, and that can help us develop our launchpad.
Awesome. So is some of the team doxing on this project? I mean, I know you'll do the KYC because you're going on pink sale with the BSC pre-sale and audits around that.
Yeah, so pretty much we won't be doxing unless it's with either companies like CoinMarketCap, um, you know, like CoinMarketCap, DXL, or PinkSale, like bigger companies we will dox to. But for us, we have been in like the corporate environment. We all are US based, besides our developer who's in the UK. And for us, if we docs, when a couple of things we are considering is acquiring a blockchain attorney, and also acquiring some things that we will have to implement because we are a US based company. A couple of things that a lot of people don't understand, a lot of people don't know, that is, a lot of times when people docs or anything to the community, it's really only just for a show. Majority of the time, a lot of these people be kids under maybe 21, 23. They built a smart contract. They're probably from a different country where they have less restrictions when it comes to crypto. But our team consists of people that have been in corporate America, that has families, and we want to take the necessary procedures, because we want to do everything professionally. Um, with a couple of things too is, when we did our KYC, and I just, for just educational purposes for just any investor, it's better to get into a project that's KYC than docs, because a lot of the times the people that are KYC are held extremely accountable for any malicious intent to the project.
Yeah, it's still a third party docs basically, and then the companies hold it to account, like Pink Sale, I think, especially. Yeah.
So with KYC, a couple requirements is, instead of just showing your face and ID or passport, a few things you have to do is you have to show a picture of your face through Verif, which is a company that fight against fraud and cyber crimes, especially with crypto projects. They verify your identity, see if there has been any negative reviews about you on social medias and on the internet. The next thing they do is ask for your bank statements, your phone records, your they ask for pretty much everything, so they can, and everything that they can verify you with, in a legal document that you have to sign. And then once they're done with their procedure, they do a Zoom call. They send a text message to your phone and make sure that your phone is actually not a prepaid line or fake number, and they verify it with the carrier. And it's a strenuous activity. It's a
strenuous out there. Oh my.
It's very technical with them, But once you get that KYC, once you're KYC with them, that holds a lot more weight in the space on the aspect because you can be scrutinized.
Awesome, yeah. Right, I can open it up to the rest of the team. I think that's the audit as well. Are you planning audits for My Shiba Academia?
Yeah. So currently we have 2 audits done for our Ethereum and BSC contract. And those audits is from TechRate and Solid Proof. We plan on getting our smart contract audit done by either Certec or Hack&IO for our NFTs.
Awesome. And then after the pre-sale and the launch, what are you looking to do on the marketing side for My Shiba Academia?
So with the launch of the project, we're looking to do more organic marketing. Now it will be an update on our launch. How did we do? And another thing with that is we're going to be doing social media marketing. We're going to be doing a lot of competitions. We're going to be doing some social engagement competitions, and also we will also be doing in real life marketing. Where one thing that's going to make us give me 1 second. One thing that's going to be making us different in this space is we're going to be doing marketing within Comic Con. So we're actually going to be having informational workstations at every Comic Con where we're going to be pretty much talking about our project, giving informational um, descriptions about our MMO, our NFTs, and pretty much just the project itself. And that's something that no other platform has done.
Awesome.
We'll be doing in real life, um, like in real life vendor stations at Comic Con.
So you'll be going across states in America. How often do they do Comic Con?
So with Comic Con, they pretty much do it. I would say every other month. Our goal is probably to do this in the spring and summer because that would be more ideal. But our goal is to hit every state ranging from Texas to New York to the Midwest area.
Awesome. And what size team have you built around the project? Devs, mods, and admins?
Yeah, so our team it consists of um, 4 members, including myself, and one of our members, his name is, well, I can start with her, but her name is Elizabeth, and she's our community manager. With Elizabeth, she has had experience as a human resource manager at Braintree Payments in Nordstrom, and she had corporate HR experience with every retail outlet every Nordstrom retail outlet in her region. So we thought it would be a great idea to bring her part of the team because she knows like how a community should be worked and how to keep up the morale in the community and how to increase social engagement. Um, our next team member, his name is James, and he's our marketing lead for the project. He had, I believe, 5 years of marketing experience. He has done marketing with LVMH under brand management and digital marketing, and how he tackle everything is organic growth. And then the last person that's a part of our core team, his name is D5 God. He's pretty much our art designer, and he's pretty much our art designer. He's developing the game, and He's pretty much making all of this happen for us. And we have a large group. I think we have over I would say 10 mods, 10 mods in our chat.
Awesome. Yeah. So I can open it up to the rest of the team if anyone's got a question for All Might. No? Or investors? Anyone got a question for All Might?
I got a question. From my understanding, you are going to launch the token in Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. Is there correlation will be happening between different network, or it will be separate project? Since the Binance Smart Chain will be using Pinkcell as launchpad while the Ethereum will be on DXAle.
Okay. So with our contracts, they're literally identical from the tokenomics. They're literally identical. So they're literally identical from the tokenomics even down to the contract address. So when you enter the contract address from Binance to the Ethereum, our project will pop up. What we're doing with this is we're going to make this easy when it comes to bridging. So what we're going to do is we're going to be able to bridge both contracts, since they're pretty much identical all the way down to the contract address, to have shared liquidity and merge the holders together.
Awesome. Yeah, that's our team member. He's a graphic designer and uses some cool robots. I think he's upgraded it there, and sounds a bit like Doctor Who to me, but it was cool.
Yeah, it was. I was like, hold on, wait.
Anyone else on the team got a question for All Might or any of the investors?
Yeah, I've got a question. How are you going to stand out from all the other Shiba related tokens out there? Because when you do like Asian marketing, they find it quite confusing. I know from experience, to differentiate between the Doge coins and Shiba related coins. How are you going to stand out in your marketing?
Yeah, so with so a lot of these tokens and a lot of the people that hop on these projects or AMAs, what they really want is a pump and dump for their project. They want to see that some investors make money, whatever, but they really just chasing the hype. What we're going to be doing is, and what's going to set us apart is, we're going to be doing a lot of things in person. So we're going to be doing social events at Comic-Con. We're also going to be once we hit a certain point in our marketing, we're going to have not only a merchandise store, but we will have a pop-up store in Michigan, but then we will brand that out to space it out. And then another thing that we're going to be doing is, since we're based off of a certain anime, what's going to separate us from other Shiba tokens are, over the course of the next few months, we're going to create a launch pad within our DEX where we will give other animated related projects the right to launch on our platform. And what we're gonna do with that is, any project that launches on our platform, they have to be KYC'd, and they have to have an audit that we feel is substantial for them to be listed. What this do is create a sense of stability, and this would make us, if we're still a Shiba token technically, this would make us a trusted project outside of that for other animated related coins to launch on our DEX, which we call HeroSwap.
Okay, then thank you for that. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay. And I've got another question. Did you have a private sale before this pre-sale that's coming up? And how much did that raise if you did?
No, we haven't had a private sale.
Okay. And so the pre-sale, is there any whitelist spots? How could investors get involved? Is there any competitions to win whitelist spots? And what's the soft cap and hard cap going to be?
Yeah, so just for just to be just transparent, we wanted to keep it fair for the community because our soft cap for BNB is 200, our hard cap for BNB is 400. So we just imagine it selling out quite honestly instantly. A couple things that we want to do is we are only doing 10 whitelists. We're only doing 10 whitelist spots for our competition that we will be announcing. And those spots, those that the competition timeframe will be within 2 hours. We don't want to do anything that's the whole 24 hours or 48 hours because that give people time to either bot the competition so they can have an advantage to get whitelist spots, and that's a dissatisfaction to our investors.
So
Also, and then also with whitelist, we will give 25 whitelist spots to our BNB investors, but that's only through our AMA with Pink Sale tomorrow.
yeah. And is the Ethereum soft cap, hard cap going to be similar? And that's on the DX sale, yeah?
Yeah, so our Ethereum hard cap, well, soft cap will be 25 and our hard cap 50.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, so if people join the community now, there is a chance to grab a whitelist spot. That's amazing. So the pre-sale goes out in about 1 day, 23 hours, I think, October the 27th. So that's on Wednesday.
Yep, that's on Wednesday. And we will be hosting an AMA with Pink Sale tomorrow, and we will be hosting actually an AMA with DX Sale tomorrow as well.
Oh, awesome. So yeah, I could open it up to. Oh, someone's got a hand up there. BZL. Have you got a question there for All Might?
Yeah, just while we're talking about pre-sale, just wondering about like max buy for whitelist and public.
Yeah. So for max buy, the max buy for Ethereum will be 0.5, 0.5. The max buy for BNB will be 3.
Okay, awesome. Let's see if there's anyone got the hand up. No. Anyone else got any questions for All Might? No. Well, it's a very exciting project. Looks like my Shiba Academia. Very interesting chatting to you today, All Might. If anyone's listening into the recording afterwards, we pin that in our chat and send a copy for you to share with your community. We can share your Telegram and they can head on over and find out about the whitelist and the pre-sale. So if there's anything we need to recap or anything I've missed, you can finish off. I can finish the recording and send you a copy.
Yeah. One thing I can say is if some people that are not in this AMA right now that miss this AMA that want to know more information about our project, we currently, if you go on YouTube and you search in our project, My Shiba Academia, we have over 10 YouTube videos out about our project. Well, actually, now we have over 15 YouTube videos out about our project. Some of them ranges from Crypto Ben and many more. So if you want to know more information or get really like into the tokenomics and the mechanics, a lot of these YouTubers are breaking it down on their platforms.
That's great. We do support AMA's projects that come here into the future, so you're welcome to post in the text chat to keep our investors up to date on the pre-sale and the launch and the NFTs that will come shortly after. That would be great.
Oh, thank you. I'll definitely keep you guys updated.
Thank you very much for coming, All Might. Been a very interesting AMA. I'm looking forward to the pre-sale. Very exciting.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Thank you, guys.